Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm there to watch one new episode of My Hero Academia, the episode 8 of the season 1. I just watched the episode 7. If you want to see my reaction video about it, I'm gonna put the link into the eye, and I'm gonna put the link also for the playlist that I made for My Hero Academia. If you want to see all of my reactions videos so far, and if you can be interested, to watch other animes with me, I'm gonna put other links. I'm less mad than during the review of the last episode. I made a little break, between episodes. And clearly, after the last episode, I was mad because for me, the attitude of Katsuki is so bad. And I thought that maybe at some point they were truly friends. They implied that at multiple occasions, that they are friends since they are young and stuff like that. I understood that things changed when Katsuki had his powers and Izuku didn't have any, that he began to bully him during that moment. But in fact, no. In fact, he bullied him even before that. Katsuki was the leader of that group of kids and he mocked Izuku, he bullied him when Izuku only admired Katsuki. Like, he was looking at Katsuki like, you're so great, you're the leader, you can do so many stuff that I can't do. Like, he was truly admiring Katsuki, and Katsuki was only mean with him, mocking him, bullying him, not considering him. And when he had his powers, it was worst, because he began to say that Izuku is weak, useless, and he pushed everyone to do the same, to consider Izuku like that. A true friend would have never done that. It made me really, really mad to discover all of these flashbacks, to understand that all of that happened, this relationship as that dynamic, in fact, since the beginning, since day one. It made me also so sad for Izuku, because it means that he never had a real friend. It's sad, it's so sad. And right there, during this combat, all of what Katsuki said was so wrong, because again, it was only his ego talking, and he really thinks that everything is about him. That all of what everyone is doing, is saying, it's about him. That if Izuku didn't have any powers before, it was to trick him, like almost Izuku, I did it, so at some point he could trick him that much. That Izuku is underestimating him, and since a long time, when really you have to be so blind to think like that, you have to be so blind for not seeing that during all of the time that you were kids, he was admiring you, that after that he was afraid of you, and the fact that he's taking that, so personally, it's amplifying that idea that he has such a strong ego, that he thinks that even Izuku right now having powers, it's about him. It's not about Izuku, it's about him. It's because of him that Izuku has powers. Not because Izuku can have powers on his own, because it's his own dream. No, it's because of him. But at the same time, something great that Izuku said, first, he stood up, like, that's it, you're not gonna bully me anymore. He didn't say it like that, it's Izuku, he's too sweet for that, but that was something like that. And he said also, like, yes, I want to win, I want to be better than you for once. Like, it's great also to have someone who is pushing you to be better. It can be a good relationship as friends or into a couple, you know, into a love relationship. Any relationship can be great when you have someone that you appreciate, that you love, who is pushing you to be better. Like, I'm not seeing all competition, you know, between people as something bad. You know, even in sports and stuff like that, people, for me, they are not enemies. Okay, they are against each other during the sport moment, during the game, during the thing, but it's because of the fact that someone is that great and all, that I'm gonna be pushed to be better, that this is gonna push me, you know, to go further, to push my own limits, and maybe at some point to be better. You know, it's functioning like that, even into sports. So I thought that Izuku saying that, it was confessing that you think that Katsuki is amazing, is so great, and that you just want to be as good or to be better because you want to be like him, you know, in a way. So, but no, for Katsuki, it doesn't mean that. It was only about him. No matter what, our guys, they won that game because then they remembered that it was about a game, you know, all of that since the beginning. When Katsuki made that so personal, and clearly the boy doesn't know how to work as a team, doesn't know how to not make things, you know, personal, and to just think about the objective, you know, like the result at the end. Right there, the result, it was to protect that thing and all. But no, for him it was only about Izuku. You're the one obsessed with Izuku at the end, you know? I'm wondering if there is something about that, you know, behind that. What we saw during these flashbacks, it's almost like saying, because when I was a kid, you tried to help me, I didn't need help, I didn't like that, you saw me as someone weak, I'm gonna bully you for life. That's the real explanation of his attitude? I don't think so. It's not enough, at least. For me, it's not enough to explain his attitude and how he treated Izuku during all of this time. It's not enough. Okay, it can explain also how he reacted when Izuku intervened to save him from that villain, but it can't explain everything. We'll see. I really hope that All Might is gonna say to Katsuki all of what I just said about the fact that he worked all by himself when it was about working as a team. He lost the focus, you know, on what they were supposed to do to make it personal. He lost his nerves and did things, you know, which were not appropriate at all. And because of that, he lost and he was the weakest one during this combat. I really hope that he's gonna say all of that to Katsuki. And I'm sad right now for Izuku, who used his powers, and because of that is hurt. I don't want for Aizawa, you know, the other teacher to see that and to say something about it. We'll see. Oh, you're gonna visit grandma to hear. It could be cool. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now. Remember that if you want to have my Patreon on which you can have these episodes earlier, we have 3 or 4 episodes of advance, which means 2 weeks of advance on my Patreon. And on Patreon they have 4 reaction parts. Like so far I put 2 of them, but I think that for the last episode I'm gonna put the 4 reaction part. And extended reaction part, no matter what, they are interesting because I'm not cutting, you know, each 5 seconds. I'm really letting the scene last without cutting that much. I'm not forced to play with opacity and stuff like that. I'm forced to do that on YouTube to not have my videos blocked. But yes, if you're interested by these advantages, weeks of advance, longer reaction parts, full opacity, it's on my Patreon, and it's also the best way to support me. I'm a little reactor, I'm not really considered, you know, by YouTube, so if you want to support me, to encourage me to continue that journey, it's on my Patreon. Let's go for this episode 8. Ugh, to see grandma. You're still blocked? Because he remembered that it was an exercise when you forgot it. Tell him how bad he was. But he needs to understand that he has to work as a team, to be focused on things. Yeah? Because he stayed focused, he predicted what she would do. Yes. You're gonna fall in love? I'm okay with your logic. Momo? That's an easy name! I can have your name really quick. Momo. I'm not sure about your costume, but... We're gonna see them also? Oh, your names, guys. I see. Mezo. Momo, Mezo, Akugure. Akagure. You have a nice power. Tell me that you're not as arrogant as Kachan. It's a good way to see her. Huh? That was a good idea. He's better than you. I'm sorry for the guy. We didn't see his power. You can make things hot also? No, he's cool. I appreciate his power. Ah. What? Ah, electricity. Okay. Their powers are interesting. I'm not feeling any, that I would have. I would think that mine would be about the wind, or something like that, maybe creating things with wind. It's a little too much. But his story with Aizawa, I'm beginning to think that... Ah, yes, 3 hours! 3 hours, that's why! You're even swearing in English? It's gonna take more time? You know it?
ワン・フォー・オールのことを話すのはどうか。
ナチュラルボーンヒーロー様、今の象徴様。
I really like her.
私のこの姿と怪我の件は遊泳の教師や一部のプロには周知の事実。ワン・フォー・オールの件はあなたと校長、そして親しき友人、あとはこの
Who are your close friends?
そんなに大事かね、ナチュラルボーンヒーロー、平和の象徴ってのは。
いなくなれば
For people, for his image.
惑わされます。
Who had it before you? You're not the first one.
それならなおさら導く立場ってのはちゃんと学びなさい。
Your mom, she's gonna be worried.
目が覚めたかい？今日の治療はここまで。明日も来るんだよ。いいね。
おお、緑が来た。お疲れ。何喋ってるか分かんなかったけど、暑かったぜおめえ。
You're gonna be popular into this class. You're gonna have real friends. He never had that into his life at any point. Oh yo! Shut the fuck up, all of you! It's too much! You're too many! Hmm?
おもち。あれ、テク君、怪我の話はなかったの？
いや、これは僕の体力のあれ。うららかさん。
It's not bad.
それより。
みんな止めたんだけど、さっき黙って帰っちゃったよ。
Wait, what?
ずいぶんと派手な個性じゃねえか。
母にも言ってない秘密。でも、
No, no!
これだけは君には言わなきゃいけないと思って。
No! Bad idea! Worst idea ever!
人から授かったものなんだ。まだろくに扱いもしなくて、全然物にできてない状態の借り物で。
Saying that
使わず
to the guy who bullied you, who mocked you during so long.
僕はまだまだで、いつかこの個性をちゃんと
He doesn't deserve your trust. I appreciate that last sentence. You're not gonna believe him? You just realized that you're not the best of the world. Oh, it hurts you to realize that. I want to feel sad for you, but why do you have to be the best? He has so much work on himself, you know, to do.
君は間違いなくプロになれる能力を持っている。君はまだまだこれから話してくれよ、オールマイト。歩けねえ。言われなくても俺はあんたをも超えるヒーローになる。
You have no respect for anyone.
立ち直ってた。
なんだったの？俺、男の人間ってやつです。緑
な
の
やることは変わらない。僕は背中を追うだけ。
I like the fact that you're seeing it like that.
さえない僕を囲んで
That's an identity.
それから数日後、僕らは知ることになる。オールマイトの言っていた真に逆しいヴィランの恐怖を。見たかこれ、教師だってさ。どうなると思う？平和の象徴が
Yeah.
ヴィランに殺されたら。
A group of villains is gonna come to attack All Might. Cool. We need that, you know. It can't be only about Izuku, into his school, learning how to be an hero. We have to have villains at some point. We have to have enemies for our guys to evolve, to prove that they can be heroes, and just to have some adventures with them. So it's logical. I swear I want to believe that Katsuki is gonna evolve, is gonna change, that right there is that arrogant little asshole. It can change, you know, and I want to believe also that there is more behind his character to explain his attitude right now, and the fact that he's so proud and he wants to be the best and all of that. I want to have stuff about his past, you know, about his parents, his family. Maybe it can be explained by something that happened to him or by his family who put a lot of pressure on him, or I don't know. I swear I want that. To believe that, to have all of that, for him to evolve like that. But his attitude right now, it's so bad, it's making me mad. Like right there, that our guys, they won against him, it already hurt him so much. After that, you know, when he was watching all of these students, no, I didn't remember all of their names, like I'm not gonna even try to tell you their names right there. But you know, the fact that All Might said that he was not the best, that this girl, Momo, she said all of that about all of what he did wrong. After that, he saw all of these students using their powers and winning so easily when for him it was so difficult and he didn't win. Right there at the end, he's saying to Izuku, I was watching them and I was just thinking, I can't do it, I can't win against them. For me, it's not that, it's more like he lost against Izuku. People told him, not only All Might, but also other students told him that he did bad stuff. After that, he saw other people being better than him. So clearly it was too much for him on the same day to understand that he's not the best. When he only wants that, to be the best. The fact that at the end he's reacting like that, not only with Izuku, you know, because he doesn't believe what Izuku said, I'm gonna come back to that later, but also with All Might, you know, not only his teacher, you know, he should respect his teacher, but also that hero that everyone is respecting, is admiring, him is treating his teacher, you know, and that superhero like that so badly. He doesn't respect anyone. For Izuku to confess all of that to Katsuki, for me it makes no sense. Okay, when you were a kid, you admired him, even if he was already mocking you, but you know, it was when they were 4 years old. After that, you grew up and he continued to bully you, and it was even worse, and it went physical also. So I can't imagine that at any point after that, Izuku really considered that Katsuki was still a friend. For me, they were never friends. You're not treating your friends like that. But maybe as a kid, even if he was mean with you, you considered him as a friend. But being bullied like that, verbally, physically, it touched you, you know, like mentally it was rough. It affected, you know, his mental health and all, his confidence in himself. You can't think that Katsuki is your friend and that you can trust him enough to tell him the truth. I got, you know, the end of that discussion, the end of that confession. At the end it was like, I'm telling you all of that because for now I managed, you know, to win during that game and all of that, but maybe I would have lost that combat against you. But I'm telling you all of that about my power, so I can tell you that at some point I'm gonna be strong enough to really succeed also to beat you in a one-on-one combat. I got it, you know, the end of that confession. But to make it, you know, that confession to Katsuki, you put your trust in the worst person ever. For him, I don't think that Katsuki is gonna say it to everyone, even more because right there we saw that he didn't believe it. But no matter what, to put your trust in him, or just to not think about it, that he can betray you maybe at some point, it was stupid, Izuku. And even more because just before that, we understood that All Might said it only to 2 of his friends, to Izuku and to the recovery girl, grandma. So for All Might to be so, you know, so careful with that secret, and just after that to see Izuku telling it like that to the worst person ever for him to trust, it felt weird, you know, like it felt really like, no, you shouldn't have done that. All of their names, no, I don't have them, but I'm so glad that when Izuku came back, they all welcomed him and they were so nice with him. It's such a change, you know, for Izuku in his previous classroom. Everyone was mocking him and bullying him. He had no friends, no real friends. Right there, he has only some friends, and he's gonna have more than these 2. And also, he has people who are telling him that he did good stuff, that he's great. Not that he's perfect and are not like admiring him just like that, like what Momo said, the girl, it was really like he did also something wrong, he took a lot of risk, like it was not okay. So they are not admiring him or putting him, you know, too high, not at all, but they are just considering him and they are there for him. I'm glad for Izuku, I'm glad. He's gonna know what it is to have real friends. It's so cool. All of their powers were cool, but I can't see one, you know, that I would want to have and all, which could fit with me. I said it to you, you know, when I watched Avatar The Last Airbender, really it was a reveal for me how much I'm an airbender. You know, not only because I love everything about the air and not because I want to fly, but really everything about the cultures, the way of fighting, the way of thinking, the principles, everything about it. It fits with me so much that clearly I'm an airbender. So now, each time that it's a question of having powers, I'm always thinking that mine would be something about the wind, controlling the wind, creating wind or something like that. And right there I didn't see any of these powers, you know, which is close to that. So no, I didn't see my power right there. But some of them were cool. For sure that guy, you know, the ice hot guy, he has a real interesting power. Oh, I didn't remember his name at all. Momo? Akagure, I think the girl who can go invisible. Akagure, something like that. The guy, I don't have him. The ice hot guy, it was Shota something. But it would be better for me to remember the something because we already have Shota Izawa. And it seems that we have another Shota into that classroom, you know, the big guy. The French guy, I don't have his name. He's not French! He's speaking French, you know, he uses French words, but his attitude... The one with all of the arms, it was a fun power, you know. We didn't see them really using all of their powers. We saw all of them as students. We didn't have all of their names. I really think that Ida is gonna be one of my favorite characters, if not my favorite. Okay, it's a lot like that, and it can be annoying sometimes, but at least it's someone that you can trust. Someone, you know how he's gonna be, you know what he's gonna tell you, you know what to do with him, what to say to him. You know also that when he's gonna say something, he's gonna do it. It's someone that you can trust to be himself and how he's gonna be with you. That's so cool to have someone like that. He can be annoying, he can be a little too much and all, but at the end, it's someone like that I can want into my team and that I can want as a friend, because I know how he's gonna be and I know that he's gonna stay like that and that he's gonna stay loyal to himself, loyal to me. I appreciate him a lot. Okay, I'm gonna stop this review right now and I'm gonna watch 2 more episodes today. For you it's gonna be in other videos. So it's all for you for today and it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.